Tries a shot!
Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Sorry guys, sorry.
Barcelona are making a change now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Hullet. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Van Dijk. Now this could be a chance. And he's got the beating of his man.
Borussia Dortmund surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Good pressure, determined, intense. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Short changes him with that pass. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Played out towards the right wing. In with the challenge. Looking for options, for movement.
There they go, hunting again.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, he stayed down and he's in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 14, George
I think it looks as if they're going to try and hook this one in with pace.
Royce, number 3, Schneider, number 11, Xabi
And it's
Alonso,
Jordi Alba.
number
Rafinha,
22,
cross from Rafinha. Keeper has taken decisive action.
number 23,
Messi.
number
There will be
15,
4 extra minutes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
number
He's got
16,
away, and the shot!
number 14,
Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
has been indicated.
Jangan kedua kali lah itu.
Yeah. That interception
Alright,
was
thank you.
most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Beckham.
Hi.
So that's
Sorry,
it.
bro.
It is all over. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Pullet claiming the man of the match award.
Syukurlah guys bisa menang. 4 kali. 5 kali. 6 kali bahkan. Oke, Mbak Iyai. Wow, kalau sudah ada Vera sudah agak menakutkan guys. Pues itu. David yang mana sih, merasa pelatih rumahnya anak apa sih dia? Passing jauh kan guys.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Ronald Koeman.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well,
Ronald.
Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central
Right,
colossus.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Aduh. Arah lama.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
Bro.
He's looking wide. Nedved. Lovely ball and a real chance. It's Lewis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that is a little undercooked. Out to the right. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Well, it's Nedved. Looking to play him in. And he's picked it up out wide. And it's Nedved. And he welcomes it in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Jelas sekali itu kawan.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, this looks sharp. Royce. Jordi Alba. He is one whose deliveries we all know about. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, easy pickings there. Bebeto. Bebeto finds himself offside. That's a lovely, neat pass. Borussia Dortmund are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mateus. He's on it. Can he get away? Can he finish? It's hit the upright.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dia yang jauh selamatkan kita.
Milan clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good Messi! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Mateus. Best. It's Ronaldinho. Best. He's in a good position. It's Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Jesus.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Luis Suarez. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for a runner, and this is Royce. That'll be a corner. Borussia Dortmund with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Jordi Alba, cross, he's got full.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Luis Suarez! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Suarez is offering a right smile there.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Out of play. play for a throw. Knocks it into space. Jordi Alba delivers. He gets big. Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and
Ci sarà
delivery.
un minuto di recupero.
He won't be happy with that one. Schneider hurtling down that right flank. Oh, that's fabulous. He's having a shot!
Balasto.
And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Here's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or
Well,
half
the Super
empty.
Bowl.
Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Cambio di giocatori.
The second half then, just getting going. Ronaldinho. Now that's well seen too. And it's Nedved. Borussia Dortmund different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And this is Hullet. Now it's Messi. Oh, such a clever touch. Hullet.
Messi.
Nedved. And it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Could move up a gear here. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away?
Ai, Messi.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And this is Luis Suarez. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Lovely pass, but it's Luis Suarez!
Cambia bola. Ai, eu acho.
Referee's given a throw. Messi has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's come to nothing. Messi. Nedved has found the net here, of course. Best. And the shot's on here. Shapes the
Ali.
shot!
Como
Man! Into the lead once more.
que ganha,
Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Ele ganha.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, well played. Borussia Dortmund have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. It's their second corner of the game. Buffon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Borussia Dortmund may only be one behind.
And that wasn't far away.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, but wasn't far away at all.
Well read, nice interception. Aimed beyond the defence. Best quietly revving up. Mateus.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Uy, ese todo.
And he's gone direct here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Can he get it through? And the shot!
Indeed.
What a big quick trick. Oh, what has happened here? Has another go!
Ay.
Brilliant save from Buffon!
Puki.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Luis Suarez. Numero 10. Messi. Numero 8. Numero 18. Ronaldinho. Lasciano il campo per il
And it's
numero
Messi.
13. Il numero 15.
Rafinha.
Il numero 17. Il numero
Borussia
11.
Dortmund must
Il
do
numero
something
19.
here, and very
Seedorf.
quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Zanetti, chance here to counter. He's a sharp little ball here.
Borussia Dortmund really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pelé, and that interception was most necessary.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Thuram, Van Dijk, Mateus, Jordi Alba.
Il quarto uomo indica
That is
2
lovely.
minuti di recupero.
Mateus stands tall and stands strong. Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge is in a really good position out wide, and he's managed to get free. And that will be the final act. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Kan salah. Salah. Salah hujan. Tembakan 6. Umpan 4. Dribbling 12. Open 8. Dia main lebih dribblingnya. Oke lah. Coba ya. Dia bangun ya. Sky Snow. Ay, siapa tuh? Oh, gue puncuk. Instinct striker. Oh, ya sudah nih. Tujuan left. Strange 4. Bisa. Sudahlah bro, tunggu. Pelan. Marquinhos. Josh Brian Robson. Orlando. Hey bro, are you alright? Dia macam terang kayak tadi. Ni.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too. Such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect off everyone, teammate and opponent alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Mateus, and it's Messi. Hakimi receives it in a wide position.
Mateus.
Motherwell with the corner, there first. Well, there's the clearance. And he's picked it up out wide. Casillas claims it without any fuss. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. Looking for options for movement. And this is Messi. Just the goal. And a chance!
Messi,
And
nice.
it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was
Deixa eu
very
passar,
kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing
Kenapa?
there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now, what about a counter-attack? That has ended up in no man's land. Donatoni tries to pass it through, showing good feet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Motherwell clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And the shot! Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Hullet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Some good work on the right flank here. He's had it taken off him. Mateus. And it's Messi. Great vision. Good ball, good take. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Motherwell have their second corner now. Quick Look, the big header! Oh, quality save! And now they can spring out of defence. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Jordi Alba. Schneider.
Stuccio.
Donatoni. Looks to the other side.
Well spotted.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robson is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Hakimi. And here's Messi. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Schneider. Schneider. 5 minutes till the break. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Messi. Hakimi. And Mateus. Donatoni. Messi looking to add to his goal. Good running, strong and purposeful. Busquets.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Haaland looking to penetrate opposition lines. Early ball out from the back. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Borussia Dortmund, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Borussia Dortmund carrying a one-goal lead. He's found a way through, and this is Hullet. Robson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that has left him in a heap. Schneider with a definite foul there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Substitution in progress.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Oh no, this does not look good. Hakimi. Haaland. Shifted it to the flank. Tries to dink it through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and back your community.
Caresses it through. Donatoni. Donatoni, who's on a run down the left wing. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ball swung in. What's the keeper's ball?
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, that's delightful. Serginho stood his ground strongly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble.
Oh, smashing header! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Corner number 3 coming up. And Dyke clears. Now the cross. Mateus! Oh, not the best of headers. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Motherwell have the chance to go the other way. Casillas. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh. Decent chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Robson is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now that looks a decent ball. 75 minutes played. Haaland! So close to drawing level.
Haaland was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
He is through here. Jordi Alba. No way through, so back it comes. Pull it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Borussia Dortmund still ahead by the game's only goal. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bonatoni. And the counter is on. And it's Serginho. Tries to play it through. Serginho gets into some space. And that should get the job done. They get a throw in.
Substitution on the field, number 8, Brian Robson. Coming on the field is number 6.
Cross from Hakimi.
Right there.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Substitution on the field, number 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 7.
Well, that's well spotted.
Substitutions taking
We're
place.
just about done here. Cantona in the hunt and looking threatening. Cantona charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that is a nice touch.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Howson.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
they can counter here. That is a great pick out. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Bastia have gone with a 3-4-3 formation by the looks of it, Jim.
Well, Peter, in opting for this system, there's a confidence that stems from the manager and flows through his players. This is a team with courage to get on the ball and look to entertain with an abundance of goals. Plan B is for someone else. This team will stick to their plan A, and if it's not working, they'll persist until they get it right.
The most accurate pass. He's found a way past. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Rafinha. Threads one in. Oh, this looks sharp. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. And he was alert to it. It was somewhat off target. And it's Maldini. He's in plenty of space here.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Konate gets over and intercepts. Oh, what a ball! Vinicius Junior. Elise.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Big header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Bebeto. Corner given. Corner number 2 then. Bastia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Kukçu. Mbappe! He's cut it out. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defense. Goes for a shot! Goal! Bastia! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Bastia are in front now, the game's only goal. He gets big, and it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker.
Shot a goal! Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Mohamed Salah. Mbappe. Antonetti. Now it's Bebeto. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! And it's Schneider. Schneider! Kukçu. It's a pretty loose pass. Borussia Dortmund are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Bebeto. Mbappe. And here's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rafinha. And this is Bebeto.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Busquets. Now it's Bullet. There's the shot! It's in! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal! And the half-time whistle goes. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Best. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Borussia Dortmund different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Now it's Mbappe. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Bastia take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about it.
Takes a shot! It's a goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double.
He's having a shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Bullet is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Best! A wonderful effort all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Borussia Dortmund perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he can clear it away. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played. Plenty of numbers back.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. And they're not going to make any further progress now. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior, and he's being shifted off it. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Changement. Le numéro 15. À sa place, le numéro 9.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Borussia Dortmund really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's a throw-in.
Changement. Le numéro 11. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 10.
Mateus. And this is Paulette. Best. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Couldn't squeeze it through. Driving through the middle. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, any penalty that finds the net is a good penalty, even if that didn't convince.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Borussia Dortmund really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Mbappe. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Bastia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that pass has been well intercepted. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Raul is there to clear.
Temps additionnel,
And it's Royce.
5 minutes.
And this is Messi. Raul. Mbappe. Raul. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Yeah, the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Messi plays it short. Now it's Busquets. Oh, he's been caught napping. Chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! He knows it's taken a big and very kind... Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Borussia Dortmund have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Best voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Borussia Dortmund leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beckley.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Some of the greatest to have played the game have described Frankie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Ferran Torres, Xavi Alonso does well to get it back. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ah, such a clever touch.
That's good play from him.
Well, played through for the wide man. He gets big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Kubasi. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. And Rafinha. Still goalless at the moment. Yamal. And it's Balde.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's on it. Can he get away? Yamal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Xavi Alonso. Best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's just misjudged that one. De Jong. Koundé. And it's De Jong. This is De Jong. Spread it left. Rafinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Balde. De Jong. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Balde. It's a good foot in there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Kubasi. Nicely spread. And Yamal. Lovely feet. Can he get it through? Yamal's cross. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
De Jong. And it's Olmo. Fermin. And it's Olmo. Oh, that is a nice touch. Thuram. Busquets. This is a chance for Borussia Dortmund to break. It's Xavi Alonso. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Can he finish? Fermin. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Best. Oh, facing up to his head. Oh, smashing header! It's there!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Luis Suarez.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. He is just caressing the ball. Barcelona claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now they can spring out of defence. Eric Garcia was in no mood for any of that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And Kubasi. And it's Lopez. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Volunteers
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Borussia Dortmund are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Borussia Dortmund carrying a 1-goal lead. Oh, that's nice. Balde gets into some space. Looking to go deep. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Played back in. Cannavaro clears it away. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's in space and looking for options. Nice control. Cross from Rafinha. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Messi. That has been swung wide. Koundé gets across and deals with it. Borussia Dortmund are still that goal to the good. Best. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Vermi. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it out wide. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Suarez. That's a... And the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Best really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Eric Garcia tries to clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Licked it back promptly. Eric Garcia can get it clear. Yamal. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Crosses it in here. Thuram gets it away. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Vermi. Now, can they get him away? Can he get onto this? Busquets, foot in. De Jong. And Dani Olmo. And it's Balde. Showing good feet. And it's made its way to him.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bullish header! And it's come back out to him.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution.
Keeper's dealt with that. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Ball's played through. Oh, no joy this time.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Busquets is in a really good position out wide. And the shot! Has a look and plays it forward. Dani Olmo. And it's Lopez. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Defending was strong and firm. Busquets is always looking to break lines. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Vermi. De Jong. Vermi. Balde pops him off it and wins back the ball.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it's the
Best! Eric Garcia
There will be
attempts a
1 minute
clearance.
added time.
Pedri swung over for Rashford. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Borussia Dortmund have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Luis Suarez claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Hello, attendees. This is a
Well,
lost
thanks to
children's
Jim. We
announcement.
both wish you a very
Would
good
the
evening.
father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is shapes to shoot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played. I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up.
Big header! It just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Messi. Luis Suarez. Unrelenting, uncompromising, and he's had a hit! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Après 12 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 5.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Chilwell. And he's had it nicked away. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And here's Messi. And it's Van Dijk. Schneider conjures time and space where few can. Strasbourg look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they do screams counter-attack, but it's a...
There's the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Schneider, he's onside! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's it. That's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to listen to... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and will be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Maldini has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Carvajal. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce... And pull it!
Oh, it's hit the post! That's really well manoeuvred. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Isco. Chance, surely! Off the post! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tonali. And it's Forlan. And here's Hullet. Now it's Cantona. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Schneider with a real chance here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Forlan! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Tries to play it through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, well measured. And this is Isco. Takes a shot! Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So
sensational! About as smooth as it gets. And this is getting better and better. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to...
Oh, shooting chance! Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? He scores! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Grealish really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. This is Owen. Now it's Isco. He has a look out. Decent chance! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Look at the space and the shots! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's chosen to go back. Now it's Grealish. This is Owen. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Played towards the front line. Borussia Dortmund are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Forlan. Foot in. Grealish in acres of space out wide. And he shoots! Cordoba have their second corner now. He can get that clear. Carvajal is one whose deliveries we all know about. Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. And this is Isco. Chance! It's in, and the shot! Cordoba have their third corner. And Dijk attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus. Bullet. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, that looks a decent ball. And this is Bernardo Silva. He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Se ha encontrado un niño de pelo castaño de unos 5 años que viste camiseta azul y gorra roja y dice haberse perdido. Se ruega a su padre que acude a recogerlo a la puerta 26. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 11.
And that's the
será
start of another
sustituido por
45
el
minutes.
dorsal 14.
Well,
Messi.
things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan. Davids. Carvajal. Pullet, who does have an assist to his name. Great vision.
Bullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Zanetti. And here's Bernardo Silva. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Forlan. Cantona out towards the flank. That's a nicely shaped ball. Cleared away.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he cuts out the supply. Mateus. Cantona. Jordi Alba.
Such good technique.
Oh, good take in a good area. Back in possession and ready to go again.
La asistencia este
Tonali
partido
did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And a chance! Sticks it away! They're back within reach! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Borussia Dortmund choosing to make the first change. So is this the start of a comeback? And it's Grealish. Maldini. Borussia Dortmund still have the cards to affect this game. Jordi Alba. Grealish, the specialist in tearing teams apart. And it's been played through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Tonali. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Maldini. Oh, good looking ball. Royce. Borussia Dortmund have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Bernardo Silva. Grealish. And it's hoisted clear. And here's Owen. Shot a goal! He has done it! And they are cruising away. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Now it's Hullet. Salah. Good, strong midfield running here. Thinks about the shot. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Can he finish? Oh, that's a waste. Zanetti. And it's Grealish. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Best. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Mateus! And And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Acá, 2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Salah. He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means. Brilliantly cut out. And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and